Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 9 of All the Mods 10 to the Sky. If you haven't seen any of the other episodes, go check them out on my channel. And if you would like to, you can like, comment, and subscribe. It's not required, but it does help out the channel. Now, the plan for today is to do a little bit of upgrading, actually. So, between videos and between streams, I made this, the reforging table that allows me to turn all my stuff into apotheosis gear. So I apotheosised my armor and my weapons. I didn't do my pickaxe because it would add some things that I don't necessarily want or need on there. I also enchanted my stuff. So my helmet, now I reduce projectile and magic damage by 18 and 5% respectively. My enchantments are Protection 4, Projectile Protection 6, Respiration 5, Aqua Affinity, Thorns 3, and Soulbound. I went ahead and put Thorns on it because it's unbreakable, so it doesn't draw extra from my durability. And it also now has 6.5 luck, 5 oxygen bonus, and 400% submerged mining speed. My chest plate, when I'm attacked, I gain resistance for 5 seconds with a 12-second cooldown. My magic damage that I take is reduced by 6%. I have Prop 5, Projectile Protection 6, Thorns 3, Mana Boost 5, Soulbound, and Mana Regen 4. It also now gains me 2.25 luck, 4.5 max health, and Elytra Flight. So I can now fly up with my jetpack, and then as I'm falling, I can Elytra Glide, and it just looks like I'm flying like Superman. And I take no fall damage because of my boots. My pants, I now gain Bursting Vitality for 10 seconds when I'm attacked with a 15-second cooldown. I also gain Speed for 13 seconds with a 35-second cooldown. And all physical damage I take is reduced by 8%. My pants only have Prop 3, but they have Blast Protection 5, Thorns 3, Mana Boost 5, Soulbound, and Mana Regen 4. They also give me 2.75 luck and a 21% boost to my speed. And now my boots, I have reduced fall damage with them, but they make it so that I have no fall damage anyway. But when I'm attacked, I gain speed 2 for 16 seconds with a 35-second cooldown. All magic damage I take is reduced by 9%. They have Prop 5, Depth Strider 3, Thorns 3, and Stable Footing. Stable Footing allows it so that when I am flying with my jetpack, my mining speed is not reduced, which is really nice. It also gives me a bonus of 5.25 to my max health and +1 to water movement efficiency. My sword is an Infernal Vibranium Sword of Bloodletting, which is really nice. When I attack, I gain speed for 15 seconds with a 15-second cooldown, and it can stack. My attacks have a 35% chance to also hit 3 nearby enemies. I have Sharpness 6, Sweeping Edge 5, Fire Aspect 3, Looting 5, Severing 2, Capturing 4, Reaper 6, Soulbound, Scavenger 1, and Soul Looting 4. I have 13% lifesteal, I deal an additional 4.25 fire damage, and my sweeping damage ratio goes up to a 0.83%. Or 0.83. So my sword, when I hit, now deals 43.92 attack damage. I also did it to my bow, but I actually need to take this off. I need to remake my bow and make sure it's not apotheosis, because this apotheosis added to it, it removed the effect of all of the upgrades that I put in it. So that's a waste of nether stars and everything, so I need to actually remake this bow. But I can use this bow without the upgrades for now, and it is a rather nice bow. So I might just get better with it. Maybe. I don't know. But when I hit with an arrow, I inflict Poison 2 for 8 seconds with a 2-second cooldown, so it stacks. There's 7 levels to looting on it, which means I am at looting 7, which is insane. It ignores durability damage, but it doesn't have any durability, so it's fine. I have Power 4, Flame, Looting 7, an endless quiver, and a 27% boost to arrow damage, a 27% boost to my speed when I'm holding it, and a plus 22% to the armor shred. I also put a gem socket in it, and that is a plus 50% to the draw speed of the bow. So this thing is just... I can right-click and it just fires. But it doesn't track or glow or phase through objects anymore. It just sticks. My arrows are still infinite. Currently I'm using arrows of harming, but I also have arrows of slowness, arrows of poison, and arrows of blasting, and regular arrows. I can't use harming against undead creatures because that heals them. Poison is ineffective against them, and I have not tested out blasting enough to know what it actually does. But I am at the Apotheosis Pinnacle, so I am gaining plus 125% experience, and I have a plus 100% luck. But monsters have 16 armor, 20 armor toughness, 25 armor pierce, and 20 protection pierce. So they're dealing a boatload of damage to me. But that also means that I'm no longer getting common and uncommon gear, and most of my gear will be epic and mythic. Along with the gems, I'm getting normal, flawless, and perfect gems. It does mean that my mob farm is filling with items. Yeah, these are all items, and I'm not really using the items. I might look at the flawless gems just in case. Yeah, most of the gems have not been very useful. Like this one, if I put it in my boots, I have a dodge chance, which might be good. This one, if I put it in my sword, I gain plus 7 to my attack damage. That might be really good. Tyrannical gem. If I put it in my boots, I have more max health but less lifesteal, so I don't really want to use that. But yeah, I have so many items in here, and most of them I just take apart. So let me just grab all of this stuff. Okay, my art inventory is full. We'll go back over here, and I am actually just breaking down most of this, if not all of it. Because I break it down, I get God-Forged Pearls, Arcane Sands, and some of the crafting materials back. And the God-Forged Pearls allow me to go back into this reforging table, and I can reforge my very rare or whatever, like rare, whatever they call these, legendary, I think, into these other ones, which isn't quite as good, actually. So I might go for this. Like, all three of these give me Ancient Knowledge, which is an add-on I do not want on my sword. Ancient Knowledge takes all of the drops, like mob drops, and turns them into straight-up experience. So I would lose all of the mob drops I get, but gain more experience. And I don't really want that, because the mob drops are some of the most important parts that I'm getting. So it's like kind of a waste to just delete all of my mob drops. Now, if it was like Loot Pinata, I would do it, because that just increases mob drops, essentially. God-Forged Pearls are supposed to be one of the hardest things to get, but because of my mob farm with the dirt that I have in there, the Cursed Earth, it's really, really good. That looks like all of the Apotheosis stuff. I already looked at that gem. There was a gem I didn't look at. This one. I could put it in my shield or my core armor, which would be my chest plate. I believe it's chest plate or pants. That could be good. Magic damage reduced. I'm thinking of putting this in my sword and this in my chest plate. Okay. So let's see if my sword is even a light weapon. It is. So that'll give me a +7 to my attack damage. I will go... Oh yeah, that's good. And then Perfect Brawler's Gem we will put in my chest plate. Give me way more hearts as well. Okay, the other thing I did between streams is, just like the classic saying, I did a little mining. I went to the end with my Vibranium pickaxe with Fortune 4 and Efficiency 3. I also have Boon of the Earth that I threw on there. That gives me a chance when I'm breaking stone to give me ores. And because my ores are Fortune 4'd, that should boost them. I don't do it very often, but it is there. Oh, I also have a shield on. If I block, I inflict Wither 2. When I block, I gain Resistance 2. If I block an explosion, it grants me Strength. It ignores 68% of the durability damage. When I'm holding it, it gives me +4 luck, 27% knockback resistance, 27% armor toughness, and 22 to my armor. It also has a socket if I want to put a gem in it. Now, what I mean by I went mining is I went to the end and I mined a bunch of unobtainium. And by a bunch, I mean a little less than a stack, I think. It can only be found in End Highlands. I mined a lot more than I thought I did. It was less than a stack, but I ore hammered it to multiply it by 2. And I went ahead and made the smithing template upgrades. I also made a second pickaxe that is going to stay Vibranium, so I don't mix it up, with just Silk Touch on it, because that is an enchantment that I could use. I am going to take the time now to upgrade my stuff. I didn't want to upgrade so that I could upgrade here on stream. So let me take off all my stuff. I'm going to lose a bunch of hearts. But the smithing templates and the unobtainium ingots. These smithing templates are relatively easy to get. You just use a block of unobtainium and 7 vibranium and one of those vibranium smithing templates. And then you can multiply it by doing the same thing, but instead of a block of unobtainium, it's a piece of endstone, and you use the same smithing templates. So I got more than enough to upgrade all of my gear. Let's start with my sword, and it should stay exactly the same, except its damage goes up by about 20. And yeah. Unobtainium, Sword of Bloodletting. We'll upgrade my pickaxe as well. Unobtainium pickaxe. Do my helmet. My chest plate. My leggings. And my boots. And then, just because we're already doing it, I'll upgrade my other 3 tools. Now, I leave these tools in here most of the time. So, let's go back in and look at these quests that I just did. Unobtainium armor has the highest armor points and the toughness of any armor, just not more protection than quantum armor or mecha suit. With 40 armor points and 60 armor toughness, plus 100% knockback resistance, nobody will tell you where to go. And I mean, come on, it's easily the best looking armor set. It's okay. Well, it gives us more unobtainium ingots. 51 damage and 4.4 attack speed from the unobtainium sword, that 3 hits to kill the Ender Dragon. I don't need to worry about the axe or the mace. And then the tools, not much unique change here, just faster and stronger. I might go in and make these Arcanist gear and spell books. But the next step is also the unobtainium furnace, which I might have enough unobtainium for, I think. Let's see, shall we? Oops. Well, there goes my pipe upgrade. That's fine, they're relatively cheap. Okay, so I need 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I definitely have enough for an unobtainium furnace. Only the best furnace imaginable. The unobtainium furnaces cooks in only 1 tick. 1/20th of a second, and it cooks them an entire stack at a time. Let me grab my pipe wrench and this advanced pipe upgrade. Bam. Throw this in here. And that gets us a vibranium to aldomodium furnace upgrade that we are just going to throw over here. Bam. Okay. The last thing I did between streams was I upgraded my reactor to Niotic level. That is an extremely easy process to do. I upgraded my energizing rods to Niotic as well. Niotic crystals are just diamonds. So it was mostly me just sitting here at the energizing orb, turning a diamond into Niotic crystals. That was it. I did use blocks to speed up the process. It takes, I think pretty much exactly the same amount of power, 2.7 million for 9. But just to speed up my time, and also I did it off stream so that I wasn't sitting here just leveling up diamonds to Niotic crystals while on stream. But that, I think, leveled up my power output quite a bit. Still enough that this is still transferring 38 million FE. But now my reactor generates 25,000 FE per tick. And you can extract 100,000 FE per tick if necessary. I did turn off the simulation chamber because I really don't need any more. I have so many nether stars. I cannot even remember exactly. I have 366 nether stars. I am never going to have to worry about those again. I also just went ahead and made a couple of, not made a couple suits of armor, but like I put them in my inventory from my mob farm to complete some of these quests. Like the refined glowstone, I just need to pick up a helmet and I'm done. But I did do the basic tools and swords, so I just made a bunch of regular swords and pickaxes, nothing too powerful. And iron furnaces, unobtainium. Nice, I can make another one if I want. I did complete some of these quests by just doing what I was already doing. So I leveled up to the max level of Apotheosis World tier. I made the better reforging table from the simple reforging table, which is not a hard conversion. The simple reforging table just takes 3 smooth stone, an enchanting table, 2 gem dust, and an iron ingot. And then the better one is just nether bricks, arcane sands, and netherite, which I already have basically infinite of all of those. So it was not anything super complicated or anything that I needed to do on stream or on camera. I could add another 10 attack damage to my sword. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This one... mining speed, I don't think I really need that. This is the tyrannical gem that I'm not using. Okay, now that I've upgraded everything to the next level, let's see if I have any good things with the god pearls. Oh, jeez. And then we need, is it a template of reforging? Not reforging. Rebirth. Sigil of Rebirth. The Sigil of Rebirth is also what is required to do this. It'll tell you how many it uses. On hit, inflict weakness. On hit, inflict sundering. Enemies below 24% max health will be executed. That might be good. Ups my crit chance and my fire damage. So I would lose my life steal. So maybe not. Let me... this is going to hurt me a lot. Okay. So currently... So if I did this, it would up my max health by a little bit. Get bursting vitality and resistance, physical damage reduction, increase my luck, lower my gravity, and increase my max health. I think all of these are going to reduce my gravity, yeah. This would also get me 2 more gem sockets. So currently I gain resistance. This one would still grant me resistance. Magic damage reduction. I would lose my Elytra Flight, but I don't really need that. I have my jetpack. 2.25 luck, 4.5 max health. 4.25 luck, 5.5 max health. So this is worth it, in my opinion. Let me add this to my sword while I still have that socket. An extra 17 damage. Okay, now I just need more Sigils of Rebirth. And there is one hard part to the Sigil of Rebirth, and that is the fact that I need gem dust. So let me come in here and just grab all of the gems that I'm not using. Okay, I think that's it. Crazy. Potions of healing. Because of witches, that's right. Okay. And then we'll come back over here and just throw these in here and get some gem dust. And then I need sigil. Sigil of Rebirth. I made 12. I made 42. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of my armor. So my helmet, I do need enchantment levels, so I need XP to do this as well. But I have my mob farm, so it's not that big of a deal. My current helmet gives me 6.5 luck. I don't really care about the oxygen bonus, and projectile and magic damage resistance. Projectile magic, when attacked, inflict blindness. That doesn't really affect mobs that much. 4.5 luck, so my luck would go down. Okay, number 2, projectile damage, magic. That one doesn't do anything for me either. Projectile damage, magic damage, plus 5 max health. I would rather have health over luck because I already have like looting 8 or whatever on my sword. Okay, let's take a look at my pants. Bolstering unobtainium 11. So when I'm attacked, I gain instant health. When attacked, gain resistance. Physical damage reduced by 6. Plus 40% speed. Plus 36% healing received. Currently, I'm getting 21% speed and a little bit of luck. More speed and more luck and more healing. This is the one I want. Possibly. Let me look at the other ones, because sometimes the tier 2 is better. Physical damage reduction. I gain speed, luck, and max health. Resistance and speed 3. Magic damage reduction. Boost to speed. Boost to armor. Plus 32% armor. Boost to max health and boost to healing received. So this is max health, healing received, armor, and speed. This is speed, luck, healing received, and resistance. These ones are the one I'm going to go for. Really quick, I'm going to salvage that. Okay. Let's look at the tier 1, because I've gone tier 1 for everything so far. Lightning damage reduction. I haven't taken any lightning damage. I don't know how good that is. Luck, speed, max health, step height. Speed, luck, max health, step height. Swim speed, speed, luck, max health. 6.75. This is 8. This is 5.75. Lightning damage reduction, magic damage reduction. Fall damage reduction, which doesn't do anything. Speed 2, magic reduction. So speed, luck, max health, step, height, water movement. Lightning damage, magic damage, speed, swim speed, luck, max health, water movement. I think I'm going to go for level 2. Oh, the reduced gravity kind of annoys me, but I'm flying mostly everywhere anyway. Let's see if I have enough XP jelly babies to do this. No. Let's see. Bottles of enchanting. How do I make those? Experience droplets. No. Infusion enchanting is honey bottles. I could make 8 if I had honey. I don't. I could always just go kill more mobs. I forgot I don't have my boots on, so I take fall damage. Okay. Potion of instant healing. Bloop. Potion of instant healing. Okay, so I'm at blue hearts. The other thing I might try and do today is level up my canisters. That requires me to get apples. So I already have red heart canisters, and I want to get yellow. I have 1 yellow heart in my canister, I believe, at the moment, and I can have a max of 10. So I want to get 9 more of these, but that requires enchanted golden apples. Get more notch apples. Okay, now I ran out of yellow hearts. I believe I get yellow hearts from... Is it the Ender Dragon? No, green hearts from the Ender Dragon, blue hearts from the Warden, yellow hearts from the Wither. I believe. Ow. So yeah, I have all 10 of my red hearts, I've got 1 blue heart, and I've got 6 yellow hearts. We will put this on again. Try the potion of healing, because I've got so many of them. Okay, now I want to pretty much take apart this bow. I want to take all of its enchants off and put them on a new bow of Eclipse Alloy, or possibly, I believe there's a Supremium bow. There is, which I can put augments in. And the Mystical Agriculture augments for the bow. Let's see if I can find one. I'm not seeing any. Interesting. So it says it can fit augments, but there aren't any bow augments? Huh. That is strange. So if there's no bow augments, then I'm not gonna bother. Yeah. No idea. My bow is fine. This bow is actually really, really good, but just with its augments not working, I can't take them out of the bow. So, activate if equipped. We'll turn all these back on again. Maybe it just target hostile, target all living. We'll do a target hostile. We'll see if that fixes it. Maybe I just needed to turn it off and turn it back on again. You know, like everything. That's just the way you fix stuff. I want to get netherite chest upgrade. So diamond to netherite tier upgrades. And I do need 2 of them. And I'm going to upgrade my mob farm chests over here to netherite. That did break its extract. The extract isn't important right now because I'm not getting any of the stuff that I was extracting anyway. But I should put it back just in case. Boop. Okay. So yeah, now I've got a bunch more extra space in there. I did see a gem. Plus 6 max health, 20% max health, 30% attack speed. That's actually a pretty good gem. Not gonna lie. Everything else is pretty much useless to me. Hold on, there's this gem. If I slock it into my helmet, I get plus 15% attack damage. But if I put it in my chest plate, plus 20% health. Let's do gem. Yeah, these count as gems from that one mod, but that's not what I'm really looking for. Okay. Now the question is, do I do my max health or do I do attack damage? This one... Yeah, I don't have any sockets on my weapon, so we're going to do the core armor 6 max health, or my shield, hold on. 20% max health. I assume that's just based off of base health, which is 20, so 20% would be 4. But if it's not based off of... We'll put it in my shield just because I don't really have anything else to really put it on. I should get some shield enchantments while I'm at it, actually. I don't remember what shield ones are. Let's do... Let's do life mending. I know it's a curse, but it'll enchant my shield so that it'll mend itself using my health. I wonder if I can put mana boost and mana regen onto my shield. Nature's blessing, piercing, potato recovery, power, protection, punch, quick charge, reaper. This one is a shield enchant. Sure, we'll do shield bash just because I can. And then we'll do unbreaking. Okay. So, take my shield off. Let's see what enchants actually come through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the mana boosts do not work, and I'm not going to waste the mana boosts. So we will throw those back in there, and we will try this again. We will do life mending. Reflective, not reflective. Yes, reflective defense is not rebounding. Rebounding is knockback for my shield, and I really don't want that. Shield bash. What was the other one? I had 4. Unbreaking, that's what it was. Okay. Now, we will enchant my shield. And I will put that in my offhand. It is now taking from my life and repairing itself. Or it should be. Yep. There it goes. But since everything I'm wearing boosts my health, essentially, that should be fine. And if it's not, I can always just take that off and just enchant it with something else. And then this one, I think I want the attack damage boost. Okay. Now then, I did have an idea. Should we get the Warden data model? It allows me to use the Warden predictions to get Warden tendrils, echo shards, and skulk catalysts, but it would just be the Warden tendrils. I need those for the soul-touched skulk shelves and the echoing skulk shelves. Apparently it's also used for the firecracker sapling, and I might need more soul lava in the future. So let me grab a data model. Oh, right, I need to be in here. So let's grab a data model. Grab my deep mob learner. And I need a skulk shrieker, an ender pearl, and 4 echo shards. And let's go kill the warden a couple times in my new gear. Let's see how long it takes. So, throw the shrieker down. Skulk core. Down. Come on, spawn him in. I think it's 3 times, and then I can spawn him every time. Come on. I know I've killed him a bunch of times already in here, but... Mr. Warden. And then we'll put this in my deep mob learner. And let's action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. That is more like it. Hi there, Mr. Warden. Dead. Spawn another one. Come on, let's keep this going. So easy. He can't even, like, pretty much can't even harm me anymore. Leveling up my stuff to Apothic is definitely the right call. on, just 2 more. Yes. Oh, I don't have my magnet on. Means I'm missing out on some gear. Not gear, just drops. No, why not just level it up? I want to see how my bow does against him. Are they tracking again? They are tracking again. That's amazing. My bow is not as good as my sword now, but that's okay. Now I don't need this anymore, so we'll just break it because it's really cheap to replace anyway. Oh, also, right here is where I mined the unobtainium. I can head over there to show you guys, just so that no one claims I cheated them in or anything. I can show you. You need a vibranium pickaxe, so that is one thing to keep in mind. But just around here, I was flying under and through, just listening to some music in the background while I flew around looking for stuff. You can't vein miner it, like Ultimine, which is kind of sucky, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, it can only be found here in the Highlands biome. And it's just in, like, pockets of 1 to 4. So I cleared this whole biome of all the exposed unobtainium. But there's probably still some buried under the ground, you know, as ores tend to be. It was not very prevalent, but, you know, it's supposed to be unobtainium, so kind of figured it would be kind of hard to see or hard to find. But yeah, this whole place I flew under, went like down under over here. Oh, I missed a block. It's right here. So it just shows up in like pockets of 1. See, can't ultimine it. You have to mine it 1 at a time. So that was 3, and I got 8. But yeah, just under blocks like that. Flying down here, looking around. I mined some other ores as well, like and platinum and all that. This is where I did my original dig to vein mine my way through it. Filled up my inventory way too fast for my liking, so I just grabbed enough of the stuff and left. I could find another End Highlands biome and mine some more if I ever need it, and I will, because when I build the ATM star, I need blocks of the stuff. But yeah, that's how I did it. It was easiest to do it that way. Okay, so now I have the data model for the Warden. Let's go ahead and just throw that in. One of the things I'm thinking of doing as one of the goals for this mod pack is there is a quest line for hostile neural networks, and there are predictions, and it wants me to get a prediction for each and every single one. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll take the time to just get every single prediction I possibly can, just to see how it goes. Okay, we did get one. We'll hold it in my inventory. And then we'll set it to Warden Tendrils. So, I don't really have a plan for what I want to do next. Like, I'm pretty much done. I have unobtainium, and now it's just like side quests. So I should probably start working towards the ATM star, automating all of its requirements and all that. So the ATM star is in the ultimate crafting table, and it requires a lot. So we can start working on that. And I don't know how many of these I want to make. I can make the creative jetpack, but that requires a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. But I can turn it into infinite power. I can turn it into infinite pressure if I want to get into pneumaticraft. I can turn it into infinite source for Ars Nouveau. I can crush it down into shards and then have infinite storage in my drawers. But like none of this stuff is super useful. Like I don't need any of this, so I think once I make the ATM star, that's just going to be the end. Maybe I'll get into the Arcanist gear, and I'll start really liking the spells. But probably not. It's like the occultism stuff. But one thing I think I wanted to get into was this stuff, but I don't really need that now. I do need to get a Heart of the Sea, which means I need ink sacs, a Nautilus shell, and prismarine shards. I could go into occultism and summon a possessed Elder Guardian. But so there's a couple different mods we could dip into. So let's go to mod-specific quests. I could get into Ars Nouveau. I haven't started this at all. I have never touched Ars Nouveau, so it might be interesting to dive into a mod pack or a mod that I've never used before. I hate Create, so I will be avoiding this as much as I possibly can. Integrated Dynamics, I don't need any more than I already have in here. I could dip into Draconic Evolution and upgrade my gear even more. So I could kill the Chaos Dragon. I could get Draconic gear, stuff like that. There's Forbidden and Arcanus. I believe this is occultism. Or no. It's Forbidden Arcanus, which is like the Rune Forge and all that. This might be interesting because I've also never used this mod. I don't exactly know what it is. So that would be interesting to get into. And then could dip our toes into mystical agriculture to increase our production of stuff. I don't know if there is an all the mods seed. No, doesn't look like it. That would be cool. There's pylons. I don't know what that's for. But we could also dip into occultism. So we could start going down full magic. We could do productive farming as well. Start growing plants that will probably never need. I'm eating potatoes, and that's about it. There's also productive trees. This quest line seems really complicated. It requires the breeding and pollination of trees. So that would be interesting, but I don't know. And then I don't want to touch productive bees because it's just there's so much. I could go into Zycraft, but I don't think I really need anything from it. So yeah, I think I want to start with a mod I've never done before. I'd never touched on Apotheosis, so now I'm doing the gear and the enchanting. The power creep is immense. So maybe let's start with Ars Nouveau, and then we'll go from there, because this is where like the spell book and stuff comes in. Because we can do glyph spells, and the glyphs allow me to do, or not glyph spells, yeah, glyph spells up here. These glyphs, not these glyphs. And this allows me to do stuff with my spells, and it's also what my mana boost and mana regen enchants are for. So it would make sense for me to dip in here. So let's do a novice spellbook. Let me sleep the night away. So I'm going to become a wizard now that I'm a very proficient warrior. Let's do all the quests. I need a book, and I need iron shovel and iron axe. And then we'll do this. And the reason I have an iron pickaxe and an iron sword is from those quest lines earlier. Invalid spell. Weird. Okay. So we can do projectile, self, touch, break, bubble, fell, harm. So if I did projectile, harm, and I just throw like 3 harms on there. Let's head over here and go, hey, sheep. Blah. It just took 3 hearts of damage. So if I did that on a chicken, it would die. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that is in here. And I could make spells, like I could save it. So I could name it and just cast it. So this allows me to do quite a bit, but it's not something that I need like immediately. I need archwood. I believe I can get that in here. Yes. With 1 emerald. Sure, 64 works. I also made a sword pedestal for the Sword of Alfred GG, just so that I wouldn't accidentally keep crafting with it. Vexing archwood. We'll just put it right here for now. Big old tree. Grab my axe. And boom. And it's gone. Breaks down. And we're good. Okay. Now that I have archwood, what is the next step? I didn't mean to throw my axe in here. Next step is the scribe's table. A dowsing rod. So the dowsing rod creates a magic find and scrying on use, causing magical creatures to glow and amethyst to be revealed through blocks. Can be used on imbuement chamber and enchanting apparatus to highlight linked pedestals. Okay. It wants me to... in the bottom left of your screen, you'll see a bar. The bar is your mana pool. There are several ways to increase your mana pool or increase the efficiency of your spells as you progress through the mod. Upgrading your spellbook can also increase your mana. While holding your spellbook, you can press C to open up the spell creation page. Each spell will have a form. You start off with 3 basic forms: projectile, self-cast, and touch. For the effect, this determines what happens when you cast the spell. You can have up to 9 effects per spell. For starters, you have harm and break. Select 1 form and 1 effect, name your spell, and click create. So there is the Mage's Spellbook, which I could do so easily. And then the Archmage's Spellbook, which I would need a Totem of Undying for, which means I need an Evoker prediction, which means I need Evokers. To create the final tier of your spellbook, you'll need to have killed the Wilden Chimera. This is a ritual that you'll need to complete using a ritual brazier. That's because the Wilden tribute. Okay. This gives me another potion. This gives me that. And then the imbuement chamber. To create one of the main crafting items in ours, the source gem, we'll need to make an imbuement chamber. The imbuement chamber requires source to imbue items. It produces a small amount of source by itself, but can also use source jars as a power source. Several recipes also require arcane pedestals to be placed around it as well. So we will make an imbuement chamber. Let me make all of these. Scribe's table. I need archwood slabs. So I already threw my archwood in here. Let me grab that back out and just go boop, 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 boop. Turn it all into planks. That was a bad idea. I also need logs. Let's do another one. Break it down. Oh, this one's less than a stack. Okay. Not a big deal. Throw this in here, create the scribe's table. Scribe table. The dowsing rod. Or not the archmage's spellbook, the mage's spellbook. I need 2 blocks of quartz. And the imbuement chamber. Okay. This looks... Sure, it fits right there. So, I can craft in here to do things. So this says hold left control for more info, but what it means is hold your sprint button. So my sprint button is actually left shift, not left control. Harvest the entire tree, mushroom, cactus, and other vegetation. Can be amplified with amplify to break materials of higher hardness. AoE will increase the number of blocks that have been broken at one time. And I can level it up using that green heart and an axe. Underfoot requires a pressure plate, a wooden pressure plate and iron boots, arc projectile, homing projectile, recall, retaliate. Recall might be fun. I need a scryer's scroll, an enchanter's eye, an ender pearl, and a conjuration essence. Alright, and then the effects. Conjure terrain is an interesting one. It places dirt or other terrain blocks, can be augmented with AoE and pierce to place more blocks. 1 amplify to place cobblestone, 2 for cobble deep slate, or 1 for of the following combinations. Followed by conjure water, it will place mud if augmented with amplify. And followed by smelt, it will place stone or deep slate. If followed by crush, it will place sand, or if amplified, sandstone. So this would be an infinite source of dirt. I don't currently need an infinite source of dirt, but that would be useful. Mage light would just be torch. Dispel is milk. Harvest would be harvesting crops. Leap. Launch would launch me straight up. Okay, leap. Leap is forward, launch is up, so if I combined the two, I would launch in a diagonal straight forward. I could light things on fire. Okay. But yeah, that's that. So we have essence. Essence from ours is another extremely important material. You'll need it for virtually every spell and enchanting apparatus recipe. This requires imbuement chamber with the arcane stands or whatever. 3 for each, I think. Looks like it. Source gems. To create source gems, we'll need to put either lapis or amethyst shards into the imbuement chamber. Over time, these will convert to source gems. It gives me source gems and some essence. Alrighty. Now that I've done the first couple quests of this, I actually want to begin a couple of different quest lines. Well, first off is this. It gives me all of the saplings for the archwood. So, Ars Nouveau. Let's start Forbidden and Arcanus, just so that I can have multiple things going at once, so I can kind of jump between things while I'm waiting for stuff to process. Darkstone normally appears deep underground, but there is no underground here. Luckily, we have some cobblestone galore, cobblegen galore, to provide some darkstone for us. Place witchwater and lava next to block generation with an arcane crystal block underneath. The lava will be consumed, though. It is the most used block for Forbidden and Arcanus. All multi-blocks will use them for their base. Make sure to grab a ton of them. Okay. I need an occultism miner, which means I need to get into occultism. I don't really feel like it. Let's just start auto-processing everything that I need for the ATM star and see if any of that leads me to a specific quest line, actually. I know I'm flip-flopping all over the place, but I get bored really easily. So, we need singularities from extended crafting, which means we need a quantum compressor. Good thing I still have a bunch of that black iron. So we need a black iron frame. And then we need these things. Elite components. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it. Luminescence. And then one more. 5. Now I can craft these. 1, 2. And then this. And then this. And then this. Come on. There cannot be that many chests in here. Okay. We're going to place it right here. And then... that is not what I wanted. I wanted to click on this. So, we need iron, ultimate, gold, glowstone, lapis, diamond, redstone, copper, and emerald. Ultimate requires a bunch of other ones. So for now, iron should be really easy. We need an ultimate catalyst for each of these, don't we? That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason I say this is going to be really easy is because of these auto miners. Not there. So we will go right over here. I need 50,000. That should be easy. Have to go one at a time, though. Okay, that was 1,856. You know what? Let me just... We'll just throw this all on the ground and then magnet it over. That should be more than enough iron. 90. We will add all this in here until it finalizes. And then we'll see if it grabs that ultimate template. Now I have to wait for it to go. Oh yeah, I had way more than 25,000 iron. So now we just wait and wait and wait. And wait. Okay, that's an iron singularity. I'm pretty sure we need at least one more for that ultimate singularity, so we're just gonna make another one. Because I can, and I'm right here. And I already have all the iron on the floor. So, let me do that. Okay. How much short are we? We're short about 10,000 iron. So we'll do the same thing I just did, except we'll stop this when it reaches about 7,000. And that should be enough iron. Throw all this in here. If it turns out I don't need a second iron singularity for the ultimate singularity, then whatever, it's infinite iron. I'm like 700 iron short. That's a little annoying. Let me grab all this and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 8 iron short. Just grab a stack, go back over, throw it in there. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I need iron in here. Yes. Okay. So we will be throwing all this stuff into a chest to the side. I have this chest right here. That is one piece to the ATM star. We will throw this in here. How much black iron do I have? Quite a bit. Or not quite a bit, enough. Let me grab the coal pieces and turn them into coal. Look up. I have no coal in my system. That's great, I guess. No, it's right here. Coal. Let me make a stack of black iron. Just in case, I know that I'm probably gonna need a lot more than I have. That's making steel, isn't it? Yeah, because it's not coal that I need, it's black dye, which is in this chest. Iron and black dye. What was it? Hold on. Oh, it's just next to each other in a crafting table. I am losing my mind. Okay. We'll put the iron next to each other, and we will grab all of the black iron. And apparently some nuggets, because I misclicked. And we will make the ultimate crafting table, which means I need another elite crafting table. God damn it. That is so annoying. Okay. We'll make the elite one, which means I need the advanced one. What do I have here? Advanced one, which means the basic one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. black iron plates. Let me make some more luminescence. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2 of these. 2 of these. Okay, the advanced one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, let me take care of all this, and I'm just going to pause the recording so you guys don't have to watch me do all this. You streamy people will have to watch me do it, unfortunately. But I will be right back. Okay, so the ultimate auto crafting table. This is what is required to make the ATM star. One of the first steps, I think, in here will be the ultimate singularity, because everything else would just be stuff I'm already automatically making thrown into this thing over here. So remove iron. We're gonna leave this here as a block between what I need for the ultimate singularity versus what I need for the rest of this stuff. So of course the ultimate singularity is going to be like components, not components. What am I trying to say? Bronze is an alloy. Alloy is the word I was trying to find. And I'm probably going to need 25,000 of them. Yeah. So bronze, electrum, and invar, and steel are going to be difficult. Coal, can I use the coal shards? I can use the coal geor shards. That's great. Because I have coal, budding coal geor. I have sand. No, I don't. I mined it already. Need my hammer, which I don't have in here. Weird. Grab cobblestone. 7 1x compressed cobblestone. That'll work. My hammer should be in here then. It's not. It's in my backpack? Yes. Oh, my time in a bottle's been in my backpack. It doesn't work in the backpack, so that's just a waste of time added in there. Could have been saving up time to speed processes up, but I didn't. Okay. Now I need coal. I need 30 pieces of coal. And what we are going to do is we are going to make 4 total budding coal geors. And we are going to repurpose probably this one. Because this one is already going into a chest with 2 compression upgrades. So we are going to break this, 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 and this. And while I'm at it, I'm actually... That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just make more coal geors. Let me just grab 32 out. That makes it easier. And then we'll just make a bunch of coal geors and have that thing just automatically break. Just mass produce the coal geor shards so that I can just make as much coal as I need and as many singularities as I need. Because I'm sure 7 coal geors is going to be insane. Especially because regular production is so insane. Like, not even a total of 24 hours spent on this AFKing, and I have like 30,000, or more than that, like 80,000 shards in here. We're gonna go ahead and throw all these Geors in here too, because I don't really need them. Now, if I have enough carbon in here to do... I might. Hold on. If I get one more piece of coal, I'll have enough to do 8 coal Geors. And that would be even better. So, that'll be good. Just, you know, have to wait for this to do stuff. Alrighty. Now let's pump this one out, and then we'll see if we have enough in there, and I might have to go grab more coal. We should have exactly enough. Hopefully. I know this one steals things from me all the time. I need 10 instead of 8. Or 10 instead of 9. So let's see. Yay, it worked. So a grand total of 8 coal Geors. Just requires me to break this one block here. And then make sure that this has enough space. So I need it to go out just a little more. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. 8 coal Geors. So much coal. Probably too much coal, to be honest. But it's fine. It's not like I'm running out of space anytime soon. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's coal. I want to move this alloy smeltery. We are going to put it over here. And I just need a flux point. Flux point. Which means I just need more flux cores. I need more obsidian. I have infinite obsidian over here. It's not... None of my infinite sources are connected up to my system at all. Okay. And then I need 2 pipes and a chest. The gold one will work, and then I just need some stack upgrades. We'll do 2, because it's easier that way. We'll do just diamond. I don't think I need any larger than that. I actually need 4, because I need 2 chests. That's right. Gold. Diamond. Okay. I'm not going to go up to netherite. That's a little much. So I just need to make an oak chest, do iron, and then do gold. And then right here, next to this guy, we're going to do... Take all the baked potatoes out of it, take the stack upgrade out of it, that connects it up, throw 2 stack upgrades in there. And then throw that in there. Alloy smelter down. Pipe wrench to the bottom. And then to the top, I'm going to do the same thing. Pipe wrench. 2 stack upgrades. Okay. Now in this one we can throw all the baked potatoes back. I don't need them on hand. And then right behind this, we're going to slap down the flux point with my network, bypassing the limit. And then we're going to do alloys only, so that it doesn't accidentally make like graphite or anything like that. The configuration, the top is going to be in, and the bottom is going to be out. And then I just need 2 pipe upgrades. Because we are going to do this as best as we can. One up here and one down here. And then we will start with the electrum, because electrum is gold and silver in the alloy smelter. Yes. I don't know how much silver I have. Not a lot. Does it have a G-ore? Yes. So a silver G-ore requires probably just a block. Yes. 9 molten silver over a 1x compressed sand. We'll grab 10. I still don't have sand, so cobblestone. Grab all that. Compress it one more time. And hammer. Gravel the sand. Break it down into 1x. And go make another G-ore. Now, we will have to replace one of these. But I think it's okay to stop making quartz. So I have so much quartz in here because I get multiple per. We can break it. And then we can go grab the silver one. Oh. Slimes are making it out of my out of my mob spawner, but they just fall into the void. That's kind of funny. Okay, so we need silver. We will put the silver right there. And then... Can I turn this into... I can turn 3 of them into a backpack stack upgrade. Okay. So that's silver. What does Invar cost me? Invar is nickel and iron. I'm already producing that. So let me turn 16.3 thousand iron and 36.3 thousand nickel into Invar. So that way we have all of the Invar we should need for these. Let that collect up, and then come over to this chest and throw in all the iron and the nickel. Lots of clicking. if you just hold shift and click, double clicking will send all of that version of it into your inventory. Okay, this is now producing Invar. Invar is going into this chest. Once I have enough, I'll make it into a singularity. So that is Invar off the list. Next is steel. And steel will require coal, which is going to be the hard part. I can use the coal gears, but I also need a coal singularity. In the meantime, I already have the iron singularity, so we can check that off the list. Let me make... I need an aluminum gear, a tin gear, and a lead gear. So I need tin, crystal tin. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I need lead. These are ores that I just haven't used for pretty much the entire mod pack, so I don't have them automated. And aluminium. Nope, this one is aluminum. Some of these mod packs are made by British people, and they are spelled aluminium. This is an American mod pack, so it's spelled aluminum. And a lot of British people think that we just, well, not just Britain, European, like, we drop one of the I's when we pronounce it, but no, in America's spelling, aluminum is missing an I. So it should be aluminium, but we say aluminum. Okay, that's these 4 that I could work on. I do need, for bronze, tin, and more copper, because I don't think that I have enough copper in here. No. So I will need to put back down my copper gear. But we don't need uraninite, osmium, uranium, or lapis. Then I need one more to cut out, and I think I'm going to cut out gold. Actually, no, I can cut out ancient debris, because I definitely have enough of that. So we will drop down the copper gear back down. And then we can throw the rest of these in here. And then, uraninite can go in here as well. Let me make some more gears. We'll make it out of lead, which seems a little insane considering how toxic lead is to handle. Just throwing 10 whole ingots into a smeltery, breathing in all those fumes. I guess that's why the stack is so large, is those fumes will never be near my face. And then we'll do tin. Yeah, it does it 10 every time. I don't understand. It's 900 millibuckets. 1 is 100. I'm pretty sure. Whereas 190, and I've been miscalculating this whole time. 1 is 90, so it is 10. It's always been 10. I'm just insane. It's not stealing from me. It's just doing its job. I'm sorry, Smeltery. I didn't mean to accuse you of robbing me. Oh, I should probably check on this. This is probably full. Oh yeah, this is full. Okay, time to do what I've been doing a lot, actually. Way more than I probably should, is grab everything that is a piece of gear out of here. And then anything that has a damage rating goes down there. Anything without one gets demolished. Salvaged, not demolished. This is a regular bow. I cannot demolish that. Go away. No one likes you. Holy shit. My mob farm is too effective. It's a regular helmet, regular bow, tunic, pants. You know what? We're just gonna throw it all into the void. It is easier this way. I'm just gonna... Okay. Nope, I don't want to take the gems just yet. The gems I can't throw into the void because they actually provide a use to me. Because I can always break them down into gem dust, and gem dust is useful. But pretty much everything else is not. So... I guess one of them had a backpack on with a music box in it. Or a jukebox, not a music box. You know what I mean. Alrighty. Almost done with this. Or apparently not. Okay. It feels like such a waste to be throwing all this stuff away. Because I could be breaking it down, but it's just so much. Like, it's just not worth the effort. Okay, now I can grab the gems. The 3 of them. Like, if I was getting more gems, I'd be happy, but, like, it's just all this stuff. What rating is that stuff? Let me go to Apotheosis Gear. Epic. Okay. I don't need to worry about common anymore, so we're going to remove common and put in epic. Now any epic gear is going to be trashed, and I will only get the legendary gear. That should reduce the strain on that chest. Okay. Light weapons is 20 attack speed, core armor is 4 max health, shields is 15% max health. 4 max health is not worth it. Life's... No. And this one. Nope. So we're gonna salvage all 3 of these. Gem dust. Okay. Now then. How is this doing? Let's see how much coal it's done in the last, I don't know, I've set it up 15 minutes ago. Already 16,000. Yeah, we're doing okay. And is it a 1-to-1 with the alloy? Yes, it is. So it's 1-to-1 for the alloy, so I would need 25,000 coal shards and 25,000 iron. Which is fine. Like, it's not that difficult. Maybe I should have taken coal out, or gold out, because gold is filling this baby up. Okay, what's the next one I should do? Oh, my gears that I had over here. grab that back out and get aluminum going. Grab this, this. I don't know why that didn't get tossed. Okay. Sword, bow, pickaxe. Food goes right here. Okay. Now I can set these up. It's only 3. I could put a 4th one down of something that I know I need. Could put down another nickel one. I'm gonna need a lot of nickel, and most of it is being turned into whatever this next thing is. I know I need a lot of tin. I could reset this one back up. So this one is not currently operating because I've got so much stuff over here to power my reactor. I don't need it. So I could set this one back up to mine anything, really. Any of the 4 that I know I need, I would just need to move it into a different chest. So I should have a Celesta gem pickaxe in here. I do. Great, fantastic. So currently it's set to go into this chest up here, which actually could work. I would just need to put... I do have a stack upgrade, but I would need multiple. So I do need this accelerator. I don't know. I should pick 4 that I know I need a lot of. So nickel, tin, and silver. I need for a singularity, but also a craft. I really don't need this running anymore. I have plenty. Can go up here. Okay. So I should do that. Let's do nickel. I have to grab it from the chest over here. Nickel, tin, and silver. That's only 3. I could put a 4th one. Nickel, tin, silver. Could put a copper one over there as well, just to speed things up. Okay. Let me grab this chest. Let me turn on my magnet. I don't need that, or that, or that. Okay. These are configured, which I don't need. Did I not grab the chest? Did the chest fall into the void? That's so frustrating. Unless I threw it in here by accident. Nope. Okay. We are making a chest. Iron chest. I don't need it to be acacia, just an iron chest. This is... I hate the many different kinds of chests in this. Give me one of those. Give me an iron chest. And let me make it gold. Now I need one more stack upgrade. Because I already have one. I just made... Okay. Stack upgrade. Missing some gold blocks. And then diamond. Okay, and then the other stack upgrade should be in here. If it's not, it's in my backpack. Okay. Now then. Let's make some gears. Okay, break those gears. We'll put back down the directional growth accelerator that I mined up. Pour that out. While that's pouring, put in silver. Is this functioning? Device online. Okay. Put that in there, and then pour out the silver. We'll put in tin. Oof. Yeah. Popped my neck real good there. I don't know if that was picked up on the mic. We'll do silver, and then we'll throw in the nickel. For these four, it should be auto-mined, auto-smelted, and then just right there next to the thing, because I think I need a copper one. Yeah, I need a copper singularity anyway. And then while that's going, I can set back up chest, link the Celesta Gem pickaxe to it, 2 compression upgrades, show the area. I will need it one more in the x-axis. Yes. That'll work. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alrighty. 4 gears are a go. Now they're growing. And then pickaxe. And then I need to drop its ticks. Might as well drop it all the way down to 1 and just make it go as fast as it possibly can. Okay. It doesn't use the ultimate catalyst, which is really nice. So we can start working on the next one I need. The next singularity. Let me throw everything I don't possibly need in my backpack. So, let's make the gold singularity next. I only need the one because it's not used in the ultimate singularity for some reason. So, I just need to do 16,000 and then 9,000. So this is the 16. And then 9,000 would be this down to 7,000. Okay. That should be enough gold, and then we will bring it over here and start feeding it. That relaxing noise of Minecraft picking up. I accidentally threw my potatoes in there. That doesn't help. I don't think it'll accept my potatoes as gold. Unfortunately, they're really good potatoes. But, you know, apparently not good enough for some machines. We're almost there. And we're there. Okay. I can throw the rest of this gold back in this chest. I was just eyeballing it anyway. Okay. We will check off the gold singularity. Glowstone might be an issue. I don't know if there's a glowstone geode. So, I still need 25,000 glowstone. I can make it out of witch hats. So, what's the best way? The best way might just be to reset up a sieve. Sieving dust. Because I'll get 15% chance to get 1. Is soul sand better? 11? 13? No, it's not. Mechanical squeezer gives me 4. Enrichment chamber gives me 4. I might have to get a witch prediction and just set up witch predicting. That might be the only way to get the glowstone. Witch prediction might be the best option. I think I need 2 of them because I think I need one for this. No, thank God. I just need 25,000, not 50,000. Crushing gives me less. Crushing is the same. Let's see. I might have to look into this, see if there's a better way. There is the sparkle flowers, or spark flowers from Ars Elemental. I might look into how those are made. Because if I can make those and just set up a farm... It is a witch drop, so I might be getting some of it anyway. It drops 1 glowstone dust. That's not helpful. 1 turns into 1. If I crush it, it gets 3. If I melt that, it gives me 4. Okay, that is not... So there doesn't appear to be an easy way to duplicate it. I can see how much is at my mob farm, because I know that witches spawn in here. How much glowstone do I have? 3,000. That is nowhere near enough. Not even close. I know that the mod pack wants me to do productive bees, but my goal is to complete this entire, get the ATM star without them. Which I think is possible, because I don't think any of this requires honeycomb. Philosopher's Fuel doesn't. Wither's Compass doesn't. Yeah, I will look into glowstone off stream. I have the gold one though, so let me throw that in here and check it off the list. I already did. We can do lapis, because this is mining lapis. Lots of it. So we'll do the same thing again. Turn on my magnet though. 16,000 and then a little bit more than that. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Collect it all. Run back over. Alright, I have to relaxing pickup noises. Relaxing pickup noises. Alright. Let us do lapis. I also only need this for this. Diamond is also only used for this one. Redstone is. Copper is. Emerald is. Okay, so that should work. Okay, that's producing. Grab the lapis back out. Put it all back in here. Okay. Copper's looking okay. Redstone will probably do next. And then emerald. Actually, we'll do diamond next. Let me grab all of these. Whoops. It's fine. Okay. Diamonds. We'll run over here, grab the lapis singularity and throw it on the ground, and then shift click this all in here. This is going to take forever, but I have all of the stuff, so I might as well just start doing it now. And then I can work on the individual items later, but just while it's easy and it's all right there, I might as well. So diamonds. The lapis singularity is off my list. Diamonds are off my list. We'll do emeralds. Because emeralds literally I don't use for anything else. So, except maybe trading with villagers, but I don't actually do that in this. So, Okay, grab all the emeralds. Run back over here. Throw out the diamond singularity and start working on the emerald one. I'm going to have the singularities mostly done by the end of today, probably. I don't know how much longer I will be streaming for. I don't know how long I have been streaming for. But I do have things I need to get done today before I go into work tomorrow. So yeah, let me just make as many of these as I can today, and then we'll go from there. Okay, there we go. There's the emerald. Fly over here, drop the diamond one in here. Already took it off my list. Fly over here. Emeralds. Now redstone. And then, oops, that's way too much. Let me put like that much back. That's probably basically nothing, but anything to save some inventory space. Alrighty. And then I can do, I don't think I quite have enough copper to do the copper one, but we can see. Because I do have copper being mined in 3 places now, I think. Might just be 2. So this one has 2.6, and the other one has 11 or 12, so yeah, definitely not enough. Take off emerald, take off redstone. So copper and glowstone are my last 2 besides the ultimate singularity. So yeah, I've got 16,000 copper, but that's not going to be enough. Over here, how much coal have I got? 36,000 coal. Let me do the coal singularity while I can. So it was 36, so 27. No. 17? Something like that. I'm just going to grab a bunch, and that should be enough. Redstone go away. We'll do coal. Let me make this. Kind of sounds like someone like buzzing and doing that lip thing. The let's see, did I grab enough? No, I'm 200 short. That's okay. I'll just grab a bunch more. That is definitely enough. Way more than 200. Well, I think 2,000 short, so I missaid the number. Still about 1.2 short. There we go. That should be enough. That better be enough. Because I need another 25,000 coal. Which should be pretty soon, actually. Oop, flew off the edge. Get back on here. Redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them done. Okay. Come back over here and grab the coal one. Coal we will throw in here. And check off this down here. Do I have enough platinum for the platinum one? Yes. So I will do the platinum one. Because that's another 25,000 ore pieces. Or ingots. Okay. I'm glad I set up that platinum geode when I did, because platinum was so hard to get otherwise. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do glowstone without a witch thing. I might turn off the fans in the mob farm, like, fly in there, grab a witch thing, and then fly out and turn them back on. Because without that, I don't know how I would do the glowstone. And even that's going to take forever. Like, that machine is not quick in any capacity. So that's the platinum one. Tin, silver, aluminum, steel, invar, electrum, bronze, nickel, lead. My nickel is not doing great in here. 3,000. I guess I can turn off the geodes that I don't need. Like, I can take down gold, diamond, redstone, and just leave the rest of them mining, because then there's less additional things for it to mine, so it'll mine them more often. Okay, let me grab the platinum singularity. It is brilliant blue. Throw that in here. Okay, how is this chest doing? That's doing okay. We're at 6.8 thousand. Let me see how fast I can speed this up. 256. It's out of power now, though. Power surge. Is that just eating through my reserves? Not really. It's just, it can't pull in that much that fast. But I might AFK here and just process a bunch of ores and stuff eventually. That might be my best bet. And then I would just need to go in and make some of the other stuff. So let me bookmark the other things. Only 7 other things, and then of course all the blocks. I might need to get back on making vibranium. I'm gonna need to go out and mine more unobtainium. I don't know how good I am on all the modium. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 blocks of all the modium. I don't think I have that, but I might with all these. Let's see. And then I just need 19 blocks. Oh yeah. I definitely have enough all the modium. 19 blocks of all the modium. We'll throw that in his chest. How is my vibranium looking? Maybe? Hold on, how many vibranium blocks did I need? 7? I think I have that. I have exactly that. Nice. And then how much unobtainium do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know I do not have that. Yeah. Maybe just enough. Let me look if I have my ore hammer. This turns 8 into 16. Smelt that down in here. Grab that. Unobtainium. Yeah, I think I have 7. I think I have exactly 7. I have exactly 8, but... Alrighty. So that's the base stuff. That's not any of these crafts, but I have all of the modded blocks, and then I have most of the singularities. Because there's only technically only 3 more singularities for this craft, but one of the crafts requires, like, 9 more singularities that I don't have yet. So that will probably be what I focus on between streams. So let me work on crafting some of this other stuff. I have one of the things for this. Wireless router requires a machine frame. Let me hold that because that's probably a quest. I need a singularity from this, which means I need 64 matter balls in my reaction chamber. I already have a reaction chamber. Matter ball means I need a matter condenser and a 1K ME storage. Which means I need logic press. Okay, matter condenser I can get. Wireless router I have. So I need the 1K ME storage, so I need logic and silicon, sorry. It's not silicone because there's no E at the end. Logic and silicon. I need 1 piece of silicon, and I need a piece of gold, and a piece of redstone. Okay. Jump back over here. We'll take these out of here, throw them in here. Silicon press. Logic press. 4 might actually be too many. We'll throw these 2 in here. 1K ME storage drive. And then we'll throw the matter condenser down over here as well. 1K ME storage drive. And then I'll actually take these out of here. That is not what I wanted. Well, shit. Let me try and fix that, but I probably can't. So let me just empty this of cobblestone so that I can use the cobblestone instead. Well, I just wasted those, but that's fine. So now it's at 1796. So this... Matter balls, please. Okay, fantastic. Now then, I'm going to use quartz because I have so fucking much of it. It is an insane amount. So let me just throw these into my matter condenser. I accidentally condensed my acceleration cards. Okay, 64 matter balls. I need a little bit of lava now. I need a bucket. And bloop. This will very, very slowly turn into a singularity. A different kind of singularity, but a singularity nonetheless. Okay, now we need nitro crystals for this. So I need a player transmitter nitro, which means I need spirited. Okay, I'll do that one offline. I will make some nitro crystals just to show you all. Blazing crystal, redstone, and a nether star. I did think about upgrading my reactor all the way up to nitro, but I decided against it. So these 4 items in here and 20 million RF, or FE, whichever pack you're playing. That is what this requires. And it takes forever. And I don't entirely know if I have the throughput for that. But that's kind of just, that's besides the point. I'm not going to upgrade everything to nitro just because I can. I need nitro for the All-the-Mod star. So that's almost done. Philosopher's Fuel requires Diorium. Oh, I need Insanium, so I'm going to have to start working on that. I'm going to need the Ender Generator. Sentient Ender requires a Soul Vial of a Witch and an Ender Resonator, which means I need to get into the Slice and Splice. That's okay. I can work on all that. I need 8x Nether Star Generator. That's actually not too difficult for me because of how much I have of everything. But yeah, I can work on most of this offline. I need chaotic though. So yeah, there's a lot of quests I still need to do to build all these, and like this is going to take so long. I need 5x compressed, dirt, gold, sand, gravel, cobblestone, iron, oak logs, redstone, and obsidian. So what I might do is set up a let me set up a string of compacting drawers. So this does 3. So regular 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. So I would need 2 compacting drawers. Let me make 2 I don't have any cobblestone in my system because it's all being processed over here. Two pistons and a compacting drawer, and then a pipe. So what I want to do, let me look up upgrade. I have a netherite upgrade and a copper upgrade. Now, what I want to do is right here I am auto-producing obsidian, but not very quickly. Now, a trick that I have learned between things is that this doesn't have to be there. I can actually pick this up, break that block right there, and have it be flowing. And that works. If I grab a bunch of obsidian out of here, the flowing lava works. Now I want to upgrade this copper block generator, so I actually need to disable this. Is there a way for me to tell it to auto-process compressed obsidian instead? No. Okay, that's okay. So the compacting drawers should be good enough. So the compacting drawer will take in the obsidian, compact it into 1x, and then 1x into 2x. And then I can pipe 2x out of that compacting drawer and put it into another drawer that will compact it into 2x, 3x, 4x. And once I have 9 4x, I can pull it out and craft the 5x myself. So what I want to do is upgrade this. I need buckets of stuff. I have a bunch of buckets here. I will turn half of them into lava and half of them into water. So I need 10 buckets of lava and 10 buckets of water. We'll grab the 4 out of that. My pond is infinite, so grab all of that. And then run over here and pull out of these machines more lava. Ow. I keep forgetting that if I right-click that with lava, it just places it at your feet. I don't take burning damage, really, with my armor, but it is annoying. So level this up to iron, level it up to gold, and then emerald, and then diamond. I don't know if there's one further. There is! Netherite. Great. Is there one further? No. Okay. That's fine. We will place this back down here. And then place a lava bucket there. That should now produce a stack of cobblestone, or not cobblestone, obsidian per generation, I think. Or not, it's still just one at a time. That's fine. It's just a lot faster. Supposedly. Great, so we're gonna put a pipe here. My pipe wrench should be in my backpack. Yes, it is. And that will be exporting the obsidian into this compacting drawer. We take some obsidian and put it right here. That makes 1x compressed. So I will need a bunch more drawers. Luckily, they're not very expensive. Just make a bunch of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then out of this one, we'll pull into this one. And it will pull the 1x compressed. 2, 3. So I just put this obsidian in the wrong spot. Because it should be 1x, 2x, 3x. Okay. I do need my pipe upgrade on that pipe. Because it's going to be slow. Okay. And then let me grab all of my obsidian as well. Maybe. Maybe not. I might set up a second obsidian generator. Pull out obsidian a lot faster. Why isn't it pulling at all? Is it because this isn't locked? Let me get my locker. Lock. Or no, it's a configurator. Yeah. Let me lock this drawer and lock this drawer. Pull out some obsidian. Put it right here. And now it's pulling obsidian. Okay. So now that that's locked, let me lock the rest of these. This one's now locked. And then I'll put this one right here. And we'll do one more item pipe. Lock this drawer as well. Then pull out the 3x compressed and put it in that corner. So once that ticks over to 1, which is 59,000 obsidian, then I will have the 1 obsidian block required for the pulsating black hole. I need to do the same for cobblestone, gravel, and dirt. I don't know if dirt has a extractor. No, it doesn't. Okay. So I will need to figure out some way of getting 59,000 dirt that is not me just mining it, which might end up being mystical agriculture dirt seeds, because that gets me 24 dirt per 8 essence. And the only other way is to get like coarse dirt. Which you get from drying dirt in a basin, which is not helpful. I could set up a system that automatically turns coarse dirt into dirt, and then set up a system that automatically mines gravel and combines them and multiply dirt repeatedly through that. But I think it might be easier just to set up a big farm of dirt essence and just get a bunch of it and just make so much dirt. And I'll probably do that between streams, because dirt seeds is just 4 pieces of dirt and 4 inferium on that infusion altar I made a couple episodes ago. Sand. I can do with gravel. So I would just need to set up this system with a really fast cobblestone to do gravel and sand. And I just need a flux hammer strong enough to do it, which I think is possible. I think we can do it. I think this might be slower than what I was doing before. So let me pick it back up. Place down the simple fluid placer. Can I use this to flip it? No. Okay. Let me mine down a block. Place it right here. Okay. This is definitely faster. So we will go fluid pipe, start exporting that again. Is there something faster for the crucibles? Because if I can get something faster than my 60x, if I make some soul lava, that would double it again. So yeah, soul lava is the only thing that is faster. And I could make more of it. It's not too complicated. I don't know. I will let this run. Hello, everybody. That is the end of episode 9. I am cutting it short there because the recording went a little long. You should have episode 10 out before too long, probably tomorrow. If you enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.